It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Raiders going up against the Eagles. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Oakland Raiders and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And, Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
The thing I like most about Derek Carr's game is not just the right arm and his touch and his ability to find receivers. I think it's his calmness, and I think that transmits itself very well to the rest of the team. They feed off of that, and they go out and play with confidence.
Carr now on first down, surveying the field. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there for the Raiders. 30 yards.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And that'll make it third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Throwing his Carr on third down. He's got time in the pocket. And the third down pass falls incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it brings up fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So on fourth down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Back deep is Darren Sproles. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
And this is Ertz with it, right side. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Wentz going to throw. It's caught by Randall. And he's brought down after a good gain. They give him a gain of 38.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Wentz now on first down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now it's Sproles. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Play action to Sproles. Wentz. That is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking there for Ruben Randall, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Wentz now on first down. Screen pass to Sproles. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, They send a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Sean Sweezum now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Those completes to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Throwing is Wentz. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keep back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Hits his target, Reuben Randall. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Wentz going to throw. Ertz has it left side. And he's brought down. A nice pick out there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Wentz now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. Sproles. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has. Able to play the run.
Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Now Carr on the bootleg. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunky yardage picked up there.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. From midfield, here's Carr. Finding time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Benny Logan. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. Here now another look at the rookie Carson Wentz leading his offense back out there. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Wentz now on first down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Now Wentz throwing on second down. A dump off to Sproles. And down he'll go at the 25. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to lead to a third down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first down, Wentz. It's caught by Randall. The 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Roman Randall, his first touchdown as a member of the Eagles. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side. No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half. Now Parkey for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On second down, here's Carr. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw, it's Carr. Crabtree with it over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. From midfield, here's Carr. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And out now come the Eagles. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up that.
And it's a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline.
Never mind, Larry. Forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the 3rd quarter of action already. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raiders defense getting ready. They're losing here as we begin the 3rd quarter, trying to stop this from being a bigger deficit.
I used to play for a coach who always talked about getting the other team's attention. And in this case, they want to let them know that you're going to do the dictating from here on out, not the other way around.
Trying to impose their will as we start the 3rd. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Wins to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he's brought down after a good game. A good pickup there at 22. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Flushed out right. And some room to roam now. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with Sproles. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, here's Wentz. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. The play clock's running down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise if this would come up short.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
False start, offense. Still second down.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he stopped immediately there. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Now Carr. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing on first is Wentz. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Flush to his right. A dump off to Sproles. And he's brought down after a good gain. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
All right, here we go. Blue,
Wentz now on first down. And this is Hurts with it, right side. And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a Philadelphia first. And look at the numbers, a repeat performance. It seems right now it doesn't matter how many guys they're going to put on him, he's going to catch the football.
And when you hit that zone, and that's what he's in right now, where everything is working well for him, and I think it's in combination with what the offense coordinator is doing. He's a primary target. He looks at his play sheet, knows he wants to get him the football, and has designed some routes effective for the last 2 weeks. He's really been fun to watch.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Hits his target, Reuben Randall. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
On first down, Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll be a Philadelphia first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And the ref goes under the hood, puts the headset on for the often dreaded did the ball cross the plane review.
So difficult because all it takes is a portion of the ball crossing the plane for it to count, but you've got to get the right angle.
After review of the play, the running on the field is reversed.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll try to run it now with Sproles. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out?
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They're going to run. It's Sproles. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
It's a gain of 5, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Carr, this one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He's got time. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Second down now after the incompletion. Now Carr again. Surveying the field. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done. It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
13 yards there on the pickup, and that'll be good for an Oakland 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
False start, offense. Still 1st down.
Single. Watch 80. All right, here we go.
Shotgun now for Carr. And his throw here is incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Watch left. You ready? 5-8.
throw on second down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. So now you look at the numbers and what has caused this dip here, back-to-back games now.
Well, partner, we know this is a copycat league, and we just know that they watch the game film, and they just decided to put the same game plan into effect. And so far, he hasn't found a way to solve things, and they're not going to change up until he does.
Throwing his car on third down. It finds Crabtree for the completion. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
False start, offense.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Carr to throw again. Wilson snags it left side. And he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
To throw his car. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. And quickly, they get to the line. Again, it's Carr. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. Now fourth down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles' defense able to hold. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, just was unsuccessful.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, they'll run it. Again, it Sproles. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Wentz. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken in at the 22. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Raiders will take possession. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
False start, offense.
Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. He's got time in the pocket. All kinds of time. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And now it's third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And on 2nd and 10 now. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now Carr again. That is caught at the 7. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.